Dookie, clumsy cop, Charlie Tennyson, that's what they always called me. Found out when I was about 10 years old that I could sniff out drugs from 10 miles away. This could be prescription or illegal drugs. This put me straight into the police academy where I excelled. At least in all the academic areas, I was lacking a bit, having the right physique for a cop. I was quite clumsy. Anytime you gave me a glass full of any type of liquid, and I'd spill it within 30 seconds. Because of the fact how clumsy I was made fun of by all the other cops in training. It's caused me a bit of trauma that I never quite got over. I used humor as a coping mechanism to deal with this. I started to come off as a bit kooky, maybe hard to work with, so the department put me in a local school. There's really no need for me there, however. This was a non-violent school. Nothing really ever happened there. Or so they thought.
I am known as Doug the Druggie, but my first name is Doug Darby. I'm addicted to marijuana since the first time I tried it in 7th grade. I live at home with my dad, but he's never really around. He's constantly working the night shift at work and usually sleeps during the day. I have a rough home life and get frustrated easily because I can't really control my life. I feel like I'm drowning in my father's problems. Then I add the school in the mix and pretentious people like Betty Babel. It's a perfect storm. The only way to make myself feel okay or in control is when I'm high. That's how I became so addicted to it. It just simply made me feel better.
I am the main witness in the drugs trial against Doug. My name is Baking Betty. My first name's Betty, my last name is Babel. Betty Babel. I am the only person who saw Doug with the drugs. I was appointed to be the main witness in this trial. I'm a very good student, straight A's. I did a cooking class because I have real talent and passion for cooking and baking. After school, I want to go to culinary school and eventually open my own restaurant. My parents support me in this aspiration and have high expectations for me. I would never dream of ever even trying drugs. I have too high standards for myself. I know the dangers of drugs and especially that it is illegal. I have a good life ahead of me and never expected to be in court testifying against one of my peers.
Ruthless, that's one word to describe Bobby Beluga. Jerk is another. Bobby barely made it through law school, barely graduated high school either. He opened his own law company. Bobby has always been able to make people do what he wants them to do. I suppose all this makes him a good lawyer. He's made quite a bit of money, like James Jimothy. He has never lost a case. This makes this case interesting because neither of the lawyers have lost a case. Neither lawyer will take this case lightly. Even though it is a petty misdemeanor, Beluga grew up in a small town. He was always the popular kid. Always the jock that bullied people. All these qualities make for the perfect lawyer. No one knows who will win this case.
Hi there, my name is James Jimothy. I'm a former salesman. I went to law school after being constantly bullied as a kid. That bullying carried on to my first job when I was an adult. My coworkers made fun of how skinny I am, and that made me so self-conscious about my figure, but I didn't let it affect my work. However, eventually I got fed up with dealing with all these stupid coworkers, so I left my job, which caused me very much emotional pain. I started law school and I was succeeding instantly. Because of my success, I was offered a job as soon as I got my degree. I became very well known and I never worked a case I haven't won. I have an amazing career ahead of me and I cannot wait for my next case. I am a determined, hard-working man and I'm not going to let my skinny outward appearance affect me anymore. My success in the law field gives me the feeling of self-approval. I will win any case I've put on. In fact, my catchphrase is on that billboard on Highway 10.
I'm Ferdinand Kennedy. I graduated with honors from Harvard Law. I am 52 years old and I have a passion for justice. I know that there are lawyers out there who will do anything to get their clients to go off free. These people sicken Judge Roosevelt. He is just concerned with the facts that some chatty lawyers started rambling about the defendant's personal life and blah blah blah. My catchphrase is "Show me the facts." I also don't care for cats. I always been more of a dog person. I have a wife, 3 kids, 2 grandchildren, and 1 more on the way. I am not a big sports fan except for golf. I could call myself a golfaholic. So cut the crap and watch me find the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Hi, I am Johnny the janitor. I work at Brainerd High School. I have been working there for 10 years. I have a wife named Vicky and a dog named Jiffy. Aside from being a janitor, my real passion is poetry. I love to rhyme when I talk, and I love to write poems about everything that's been going on lately. In fact, I have submitted a poem for you to read because I am so confident in my rhyming skills. I must get to cleaning. The time is weaning. Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning. I've been put on jury duty for this case. I have never been on jury duty before in my 43 years of living. As a teenager, I had some trouble with drugs and I got arrested. However, the charges were dropped when I turned 18. I turned over a new leaf and became a janitor and met my wife at a coffee bar 5 years after I got clean.
Huh? I wasn't sleeping.
Officer Henderson, come quick! I saw drugs!
Drugs? Who? What? Drugs? I know I saw something off today. Stop!
I'll see you in court!
This court is now in session. All rise for the Honorable Judge Kennedy.
Please be seated.
Prosecution, you may present your opening arguments.
Thank you. I would just like to say that Mr. Darby here is guilty, and we intend to show you all of the facts to prove that he's guilty.
Prosecution, please call your first witness to the stand.
The prosecution called Betty Babel to the stand and questioned her. Then the defense had a chance to cross-examine her. It seemed as if this prosecution had this case wrapped up nice and neat. All of the evidence was there to prove Doug guilty. Then it was the defense's turn to bring witnesses to the stand.
Mr. Beluga, would you like to call up your own witnesses?
Yes, sir. First, I would just like to say that my client has had a very rough childhood and cannot be blamed for his own actions.
Mr. Beluga, I am to understand that Doug did not bring drugs to school?
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, then how did he bring them to school? Did someone force him to?
No, sir, he brought them to school, but...
Give me the facts. Did he or did he not bring illegal drugs to the school?
Well, sir, yes, maybe. I don't know anymore.
Well, Bobby Beluga, let me clear something up for you. Marijuana is an illegal drug and it is a misdemeanor to bring them to school. So, case closed, Doug is guilty and there's no way around it.
But...
No buts about it. The jury will now take its final decision. Thank you.
The jury came out in 10 minutes after not much deliberation. It was an open and closed case.
Well, members of the jury, what's your verdict?
Judge, we have decided that Doug is guilty as fudge.
Well, I guess this is the end of the line for me.
Sure is, kid.
Don't do drugs, kids.